My back's killing me. Oops, so sorry to my
They are. They're definitely different to learn because one, you don't ever expect yourself to walk backwards, and it is a whole different perspective, especially when you overthink it. A big part of Runway is balance. And horse walk is notorious for being a pain in the butt to learn because of how it throws you off. And also, you overdo it sometimes. 100%. So a lot of people, they think about it, they're like, oh, I gotta do like this. And what that actually does is it actually throws them off more balance when they do that than if they did it correctly. And a lot of the time horse walks are slower, which a lot of people struggle with, especially when nerves kick in. Because when you're in a casting, you're over here like, whoo, whoo. So if you think you're walking slower, if you think you're walking this fast, you're actually going, and then you're posing your boom, boom, boom. Okay, I'm going. You don't want that. That's why it's important to learn how to manage your speed too. Because you only have between 30 to 60 seconds at most of the entire casting. And that includes walking up, doing your posing, and walking back. And sometimes it can be less. Sometimes you have 15 seconds to do that. So you want to make sure not only the speed doesn't look like you're nervous and you look confident, but it also doesn't throw your balance and it doesn't hurt your posing. Because if you walk up and you pose in front of them too fast, they're not going to see your actual potential. The camera's not going to catch it. They won't be able to remember you. The biggest thing about being at a casting is standing out and being remembered. And that's why you always want to make sure you look as confident as possible. Even if you are absolutely shaking in your boots, confidence, game changer. I'm going to show you the difference between a confident walk and a non-confident walk, okay? This is a non-confident walk. That's a non-confident walk. Do the same exact posing, same exact speed, just with confidence. Watch the difference. See the difference? I even looked over with my eyes. That's why confidence is important. That's why you want to own it. And of course, confidence doesn't come overnight. A lot of it is with experience. A lot of it is just finding that in yourself. I'm telling you this right now, every single person that goes to a casting is shaking in your boots. It's not just you. Just some people are better hiding it, and some people have done it more, so they know what to expect. And even people who are already picked for it actually shake in their boots. It is nerve-wracking, especially if you start comparing yourself to other people. Don't do that.
Shiver me timbers.
You never know what a show is going to pick. And just because a casting doesn't state exactly what it's looking for, which is why with the casting I brought you guys to for Mother's Day, it stated you had to be this tall, you had to be this certain shape, you know what I mean? Because of a certain theme.
Well, some people have been walking for fucking years. So.
With that being said, every casting is like that. They're just not going to put on the flyer. They're always going to be looking for a certain style, a certain hair color, a certain amount of models, a certain height. Sometimes more male models than female models. They just won't classify it. So if someone says to you, well, that flyer says you're not tall enough, go anyway. Go anyway. A lot of people are going to see that and not go. And we actually had one of our models who came to it who didn't even train. She actually didn't fit the criteria. She got in. That was Kanja. Kanja got in because she showed up. So go anyway. Plus, even if they already have everyone in mind, if you impress them, you might actually work for them. They might actually be able to make something for you just because you already bring the image that they have in mind to life, even if you don't fit the criteria. Gigi Hadid is known for doing the wrong things in a really great way. She does those things all the time. And she's a supermodel because she knows that she can pull it off. She is experienced and her confidence huge. Like we were talking about, we know with JJ, Tyra Banks. Her confidence is the main thing that sets her up for success. If she didn't have confidence, her career, completely different. Confidence changes everything. And if you fall on the runway, if you literally throw it off like it was intentional or no one noticed it, no one's gonna know. Vocal performers do this all the time. When they forget a lyric or they accidentally change the tone, they just go along with it or they adjust it to make it look like it was intentional. And no one knows the difference. If you don't let them know, They're not gonna know. Own it. So now what we're gonna do, okay, take a breather, shake your feet off, you know what I mean? Get that jerks back in, have fun. Now we're gonna have the fun ones, okay? And we're gonna incorporate the two things that we just learned into the dance runway. But we're gonna start the dance run, which is fun. There's no rules to it. You guys can spin, it doesn't have to be a perfect pose, just have fun. I want those jitters out. Once I see you guys are ready with those jitters, then we're gonna start having a dance horse walk, okay? And I'll give a demonstration for each one. And then we're gonna go into a dance backwards walk, okay? You guys ready? So go ahead and line up in a line. Morgan, if I can have you start off, since I know you've done this before. And you always have the funniest stuff to do.
Oh no, not on the spot.
Yes.
Backward walk?
No.
You know how catwalk is like one thing.
Yes.
The backward walk?